This is Umar for BoxNation. What a throwback. This is Josh Warrington on BoxNation.
Oh yeah, rolling back the years.
Yeah, we're here in London, Riyadh season, Wembley edition. A huge historic moment. Josh, you've been in some massive fights, stadium fights, big fights, but this is another level, no? What Riyadh season are doing?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I've headlined shows in Leeds for the last 12 years. Leeds Arena, Ellen Road, Wembley Stadium, the Manchester box office show with Frampton, but this is another level. Not overawed by it or like that, but it is another level. I've been here for a few hours already, speaking to different media from around the world, and it's not even here for me. It's here for like AJ and Dubois really. But everyone's getting a piece of the action, and I've seen all the fucking media presence. It's crazy. It's only day one. We've got shit to do every day this week, so yeah, it's incredible. But with 96,000 and heavyweight world title fight on the line, domestic for sure as well, and the card stacked full of quality talent, then what do you expect?
Josh, when I look at this fight, I mean, Anthony Cacace, I guess really wasn't really in your plans, but bagged that world title, fantastic win over Joe Goldie. But is it fair to say Cacace wasn't really a name that you'd been looking at for a couple of years, last few years?
Not really. I mean, you take a nosy of who's around the divisions, who's floating around, and yeah, I've seen that he was kicking around. But like I was like looking at Lara 3 and Leeward 2. A few other names got mentioned, Lamont Roach, but yeah, never Cacace. But it's an opportunity that's arisen, and I've taken that opportunity with both hands, and I've trained my bollocks off for the last 12 weeks, and it's not like I don't know who Cacace is because I was with BoxNation in Queensbury for a few years, so I take note of who's around the divisions, who's in the super bantamweight, who's in the featherweight, and who's a super featherweight. So I've come across him and I know of him. But yeah, it's just one of them where there's so much riding on it from me. I know where he can put me back on the top. I think I'm ranked like fucking 35th or something in the box rankings now. So it's funny, isn't it? Like I know, but yeah, he can put us back on top, and my last two fights have been L's, but I lost the majority of the decision where I thought won, and a fight was breezing up until getting stopped. So yeah, it's one of them where just for me to show that I'm back on top and open more doors for big fights after that.
A reason why this actually promises to be a fantastic fight is because of Carl Frampton's comment. Someone that you shared a brilliant fight with. Carl's done plenty of rounds of Anto in the gym, and he says, interestingly, both your records, you know what I'm going to say, don't suggest your punches, but he said you are two of the hardest punches he's ever been in with.
Yeah. No, he just said that, and I heard him say it, and he said it to me. I think the difference between that comment though is one of them's on a fight, and one of them's sparring, and the difference in sparring is guys can come into the gym, at certain stages. You might be getting ready for the fight, and they might come in just steady, just ticking over, and they might be absolutely huge. So, yeah, on the night, will he weigh the exact same as me? Probably not. He might weigh a bit heavier, but he will have had to make the 9 stone 4 limit, and that can take a lot out of you. So, and that's when it matters the most, isn't it? With little items gloves on. So, yeah, it's one of them things where I know he's going to punch. Even though his record suggests he's not the biggest of punchers, I know he can punch, and I know he's going to be a big unit. But it's a case of me taking that away, making the man beat himself.
Do you think you take him into deep waters on Saturday night, Anthony Cacace?
Maybe. I'll get the win. However, I need to get the win.
People are overlooking you in this fight, aren't they?
I feel like they have. I feel like they are. Yeah, I feel like they are. I feel like I'm cannon fodder in some respects. He's moving up weights. It's just a name to put on a CV, but that'd be the worst mistake. And I don't think Anthony's doing that, because I think he's been very respectful from what I've heard and stuff. But yeah, I feel like a lot of people are thinking that it's just going to be a walking park because he looks very impressive against Cordina. So yeah, it's just one of them, innit?
Last one, just on the main event, Josh. Have you got a winner in that or not?
I'm edging A Germany, but I won't be surprised if Dubois knocked him out. But I'm edging A Germany.